What's up guys, it's Brandon from BlazeTech here, and in today's video we're going to be going over how you can potentially speed up your computer. And this is a legitimate thing. It's not one of those like bull honky program software things that be like, oh, make your computer run so much faster even though it's 20 years old. That's unfortunately not going to work. So pretty much it's going to be split up into two different parts. Part number one will be hardware side of things, and part number two would be the software side of things. I'm not going to split this up into two separate videos. It's going to be one video, but it's kind of going to be separated into two different parts. So part one is simply, you got your simple mechanical hard drive, right? And you may have heard of a SSD or a solid state drive. So a SSD looks exactly like this. This is the current one I have in my system, as well as another one just a smaller size. So this one is the Samsung Evo 860. I was gonna say 850, but no, this is the 1 TB version. If my camera will fetch it, yeah, so 1 TB. So what I use this for exactly, I install my system, which is Windows 10, and install that onto a SSD instead of my mechanical hard drive. So the reason I do that is because a SSD is a lot faster than a mechanical hard drive, because it's got no moving parts, whereas a mechanical hard drive does. And there are some other features I've not read into it, but the dumbed down version is that a SSD is solely so much faster than a mechanical hard drive. So if you have not got a SSD, and I recommend a Samsung Evo 860, don't cheap out on SSD on a cheap one. You'd rather go a bit more expensive, it's more reliable, lasts longer, warranty, what else would there be, speed-wise stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much why I'd recommend an SSD instead of a mechanical hard drive. Because when I was younger, I didn't know what an SSD was, and I put my stuff on a mechanical hard drive, and over time things just got slower and slower and slower. And a SSD does slow down over time, like normal things. However, a mechanical hard drive also slows down, and since it's not as fast as an SSD, if the mechanical hard drive slows down, since it's already slow, it'll be like slow, super slow. That's pretty much how I would envision it in my head. So remember, I'm going to leave a affiliate link to Amazon down below if you want to pick up a Samsung 860 Evo, or I'm going to I'm going to share some of ones that I'd recommend. And now, just full disclaimer, if you do purchase these, I earn a commission. You don't pay anything extra, just a little bonus for me. And I'm pretty sure Amazon has Christmas deals going on, as well as Boxing Day deals. Don't quote me, but there's a chance. But no, other than that, that's it for the hard drive side. Just get a SSD, install Windows 10 on your SSD, and anything like big files like recordings or whatever, do not record them to your SSD, and instead just get a mechanical hard drive, do recordings that way. Same as games, either install it to a separate SSD, or if you want to, you can install it to the current SSD with the OS on it. Sorry, not OS, operating system, and you'll run fine. But if it's on a separate SSD, so you got one SSD which is Windows 10 and all your program files, another SSD with your games, it'll run a little bit faster, so that's good regarding loading times and loading times on startups and all of that. So that's pretty much concluding part one on hard drive and a bit of information. So part two will be software side and what you need to change within the computer. So we're gonna jump off the computer and do that. I almost forgot to add, well, because I was editing the video and I forgot to add this to the hardware side. If you have 4 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, and whether you're DDR3 or DDR4, I recommend going up to 16 gigabytes of DDR3 or DDR4 RAM. Now, if you don't know, you can take your RAM stick out of your motherboard and you can check it, and it says on the side if it's DDR3 or DDR4. But no, other than that, back to the video. Alrighty, so jumping on the computer, there are a few things that we may need to do. So first thing, that we should do is, if you come down to your little taskbar at the bottom, right click it, go to Task Manager, and up here you'll see all these different tabs. So you want to go to Startup, then for example, some things you may or may not need on. So by default, all of these will be on, and you see the status symbol where it says enabled. If you right click, you have the option to disable it, open the file location, search for online, or view properties. So ignore these three, just look for disable. So depends on what your current situation is. Most of these you'd want to leave on, but some of these you'd want to turn off that are truly unnecessary. So for example, Blizzard Battle.net app, originally this was enabled, so it was like that. So I right clicked it and clicked disable. So this prevents it from starting when your computer first boots up for the day, or you turn it on during the day or whatever. It just doesn't boot up. So this saves a bit of memory and space with your RAM and your SSD. So both of them haven't got to work as hard because you got one program that isn't automatically uploading. I mean, not uploading, starting up when you start up a computer. So if we scroll down, look for other things we may not need. Like Discord I also disabled. Dropbox I keep on because I use it daily. GOG Galaxy, this is for Cyberpunk 2077, and I don't need this on, so I just simply right click it, click disable. What are some other things I won't need it on? Kakao Talk I don't need on. Origin I don't need on. Razer I need specifically for my mouse and my keyboard. What else will there be? Stream Deck I need on because I use that pretty much every single day. And no, that would be it for me in my particular situation. So just go through the startup section and disable what you think you don't need. If you don't know if you do or don't need it, just drop a comment below and I'll try and help you out. But no, other than that, you can also my deodorant can was in the way. So you want to go to your startup and you want to type in uninstall, and you want to go to add or remove the programs. And mine's on the other screen. There you go. So you want to uninstall stuff that you truly don't need, just to save space and save storage on your device. I just said that twice, I just realized. So what's something I wouldn't need? Candy Crush Friends. This is something that just comes automatically with Windows 10, I believe. You don't need it, so just say uninstall. Let that do its thing. Core Temp I don't use anymore, so uninstall that. Would you like to keep a current Core Temp? No. What else do I not need? Devil May Cry. I'm probably gonna play that, so I'm actually gonna keep it. Farm Hero Saga you just don't need. There's a lot of stuff on Windows 10 that you really don't need, so just go through it if you have Windows 10 and just like get rid of it. What else will we not need? Just checking. For me, it looks like this is currently everything that I will not need, that's already been taken care of. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so so I've cleared my throat. So what you also want to do is to speed up your system, is close things that you don't need open. So let's say, for example, you have Google Chrome open and you're playing, I don't know, Cyberpunk 2077. If we look at the statistics of Google Chrome, it's actually using 607 megabytes of our memory. So currently 942, let's say 14. If I close Chrome, this is going to change. And as you can see, our CPU went down a bit, and our memory went down by 1%. So it does make an effect. So other things that I won't need open is origin, let's just say end task. By the way, how I did that is I right clicked when I click end task. And currently I haven't got anything else open besides OBS, which is what I'm using to show you guys. But no, if you're doing anything intensive like Photoshop or whatever, close all the other stuff that you don't need open. But let's say you're streaming, for example, you will need Google Chrome open, as well as OBS, as well as the game. But no, other than that, that's the two main things I would do there. Another thing you'd want to do is you want to get a free software called Malwarebytes. And I've already got this for my system, but it's free. There's a paid version, but you don't need it. And where's the download button? So yeah, personal, free download. And it's the same, thank you for installing. I'm not going to install it because I've already got it. So, malware. Oh, I do not have it. Interesting. Okay. I'm actually going to download this and show you guys how to do it in case you don't know. So if we just install this for a personal computer, say install, just skip for this and let that do its thing while installing. Since it's doing that, I'll show you what else you might need. So if we come to a new tab and just type in CC Cleaner, this is good for old and new systems. So you just want to say free download and click the download button right here. And just give it a moment, it will work. And let's see if our other thing is done. So Malwarebytes is installing, but we can install this at the same time. So just let it run, do its thing, don't be impatient. I want to customize this, so I don't want to run that, don't want to run that. Don't want to run a startup either. This is just my personal preference. And just say install. I don't want CC Cleaner to be my default browser. So malware is done. Just say started, maybe later. This is optional. Can I just say get started? Yeah, just say get started, easy. And CC Cleaner is now done. So what you want to do is you can run either Malwarebytes or CC Cleaner first. It doesn't exactly matter, but to do this you just want to say scan. And now I'm going to let this run through. I don't think it's going to take long, but I'm going to cut to where it's all done, and I'm going to show you everything, pretty much how Malwarebytes works. Then we're going to try out CC Cleaner. Alrighty, so as you can see, this took me 1 minute and 50 seconds, so not that long, because I generally keep my computer pretty clean. This is my report, so after you're done with that, just say done. And next we're gonna just run CC Cleaner, just say next. Oh, actually, what's custom clean? No, actually, I don't want to do that. Just say next. This is on the health check. Next. Get started. We need to close these. Oh yeah, it automatically opened up my Chrome for whatever reason. But I'm going to close that. Close and analyze. For some reason it's saying close application when I already did. The application is taking too long to close, which I forced close it. It's already closed. You goose. So under the weather, so trackers can be removed, junk 2870 megabytes, and these two I can't do because it's locked by the pro version. So actually I want to see what this is. So it's mainly just temporary files, which I don't need, and temporary system files, which is totally fine. So just say make it better, and it'll run through. It'll only take a couple of moments for my case, because my computer's pretty clean and pretty fast. However, I would like to upgrade it in the future. That'd be a cool video. So yeah, This is what pops up as. Your PC is feeling good now. Make it feel like a superstar with Pro if you want to get that. Totally up to you. But no, other than that, these are the main things I would do software side. So once again, running it through, do CC cleaner. Then you want to get some sort of malware. Malware bytes is totally fine. For free versions, fine, as well as CC cleaner. You want to go to your task manager and disable startup stuff you don't need. And you're going to want to uninstall stuff that you don't really need on your computer to save you up space and time. Like you might have multiple games you need to get rid of, old software that you no longer use, or anything like that. But yeah, that's how that went. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and remember, I'm doing a new upload schedule now on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Gonna try and push content out there. I want to try and get monetized soon. But other than that, this is Brandon from BlazeTech. I'd really appreciate it if you like the video, as well as subscribe to the channel, tap the notification bell to know when my next video is live, as well as check out my socials. I have Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. This should be on screen as well as a link below. But yeah, make sure to stay to the end so you can check out my other videos, which might be helpful. But no, I'm back. See you guys in the next video. This is Brandon from BlazeTech. Goodbye.